And we are live.
Hey everybody, let's see. I got to make sure we're. I got to refresh my page.
Yep. Yep, we should be good and up and going.
Yep. Yeah, I got sound now, so I just have to mute that one. There we go. We should be good to go. See, does it show anybody? We have anybody in the room here? Hey, Cobra Fire, what's going on?
That's awesome. I figured out how to put the preview up. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yep.
That actually helps out a lot, so people can see that something's coming up. You know.
Yep. It really does. It helps them, and usually, and I found out, and I listened to that from Mark Fagan. If you put it up within like an hour, within an hour, hour and a half, you end up getting a little bit more people involved with it, also, because that's when they seem to notice it. Because if you put it up too early, they tend to forget about it.
Yeah, absolutely. That's cool. So everything's up and going. I don't know if we'll have a decent turnout tonight or not with because we're pretty much running the same time Project Fog is, but
yeah. But did they ever figure out what's going on with Project Fog?
I'm not sure. I know that I've seen someone make a post that said that it was going to be running on their page today, I think. So, but we should do fine.
Oh, hell yeah.
We're here and get to chat a little bit. What you vaping on, Cobra Fire? You said you were chilling and vaping. What's up, Bob W? Thank you for coming out, man.
Yeah, hey, Bob, what's going on? Thank you for coming out. So, well, we got 5 people in here. So, I don't know where 5 are. I mean, I know it's got Cobra and Bob there. We got 6 likes.
Nice.
Hell yeah.
It's awesome. What are you vaping on, Tommy?
I got a little buffet that I've been working on. Some of the stuff that I picked up at Foxwoods over the weekend, and some stuff that I got in the mail. First thing I got is called Mallowberry, and it's from, I want to say the company's called T.R.O.U.B.L.E. I'm not sure. I know I have like 3 or 4 flavors that they sent me, and plus they also got one line. It's called the Lemonade Stand or something. It's got like 5 different flavors into that. But this one here is called Mallowberry. It's actually a marshmallow strawberry, and real tasty. You get that. You don't get the vanilla. You get the actual marshmallow in with it. Hey, Adam.
What's going on, Adam?
And I'm using my IPv6X with the Hercules Pro Tank onto that one here. And I still got the review coming up on the Hercules also. So I got a couple reviews on just on this device coming up.
Nice.
And also I'm working on some of this. It's called Half Baked, and it's Shortcake Freaks. It's just what it is, shortcake. And it's got a little hint of the strawberry in with it. So you got a nice mellow onto that one there. And I'm running this one on my E-Leaf 200 with the Crown UL2 onto it. And then I got some this Adore Custard de Leche. That's some good stuff. I finally popped my cherry, and you saw me. Well, I don't know. You weren't on the show when I talked about it from Friday night when, when we were talking about with the Adore. And I said, I've never tried any of it. I never heard the end of it. Well, it was all good fun. But I went and I actually had ordered some of the concentrates, which I got the hazy custard and the 30 ml concentrate. That's going to probably make me 100 and something mils just on that one there. I know a 30 milliliter bottle over there of the concentrate is going to be like $16.95, but like I said, that's going to make like probably 100, 150 mils. And then I ended up getting some bondage also, and then the strawberry submission, which is the strawberry lemonade. And Dawn was so nice because she ended up sending me over a bottle of banana bondage.
I heard that was good.
She also sent over the strawberry submission.
Some pretty cool names.
Peach colada. like I said, the custard de leche and hazy custard. If you this is a real good one here. This is, you got your actual custard and then you get the hazelnut in with it. And like hazelnut, I'm not a big fan of hazelnut like in my coffees and whatnot, but it just as a vape, I've had some real good hazelnuts. This one's a real good hazelnut custard mix. This is a very, very good one. And like I said, I'm running that one on my IPV 400, and I got the Dark Horse onto that one here. And then I got a couple more. I figured we got not many people in the room here, so I'll just go through actually what I am vaping on. This one here is called the Merge. This is a collaboration from Rip Trippers and Flawless. They had done a collaboration of e-juice. This is called Advocacy Man, and I've got this down at Foxwoods. I actually donated money to get the bottle. It only comes in a 60 milliliter bottle, and it's a vanilla ice cream with pistachio and I forget what the other flavor is onto it, but real good stuff onto this one also. And I got this. I'm running this one in my cuboid with a Doge V4.
Nice.
And then the last one I'm doing, like I said, which I mentioned, was the hazy custard. And I got this one in my A-Solo. It's A-Solo. And I'm running my, this dude here.
The T.R.O.U.B.L.E V2?
Yes, the T.R.O.U.B.L.E V2. Thank you very much. And I got a couple other things going on, but we're not going to go over anymore. I think I've taken up enough time here. And see if I missed anybody. I think I said hello to Justin Smith. Thank you. And yeah, that's a shame with Zach. That's for sure. That is totally a shame there. Maybe we can go over. I want to grab that link maybe for him, we can put it into the chat room after if anybody wants to click on it, because they do have a GoFundMe to help out if they can, and if nothing more, they can go over and at least give him a well wish.
Yeah,
wish him well.
Absolutely, that's weather and that kind of stuff is a mean bitch, man, and it can take everything from you so quick. I mean, we know about that a lot here in Alabama as well, especially with tornadoes around here. A few years back, we had honestly, I think the country's record of amount of tornadoes on the ground at one single time. We had actually 2 F5s coming through Alabama at the same time. That's when it was.
Wow.
It was a few years. It was probably, I can't remember. It's got to be over 5 years now, but it hit Tuscaloosa and stuff, and it destroyed so much stuff, man. It killed several hundred people. It was pretty bad that year. Weather is cruel sometimes.
Oh yeah, it really, really can. It's sad. You know, we got enough with our government trying to kill us off, and then we got to, weather does a lot also.
Did you see that video that they posted of this lady in a red Miata, and her car was sinking in the water? And
no, I missed it.
Yeah, luckily there's some guys in a boat that came up and rushed up to her, and the only thing left up out of the water was pretty much the trunk.
Really?
And you could hear her in there. There was like an air pocket she was in, and you could hear her in there talking about, I'm drowned and I'm drowned. And luckily she had a rag top, so they had this some kind of metal bar or something that they cut the rag top and pulled her out, and actually got her dog out too, and saved both of them.
Good.
It was a crazy video.
Yeah. Just listening, we got some thunder going on. We've had such high humidity and everything, man. It's been just terrible. I mean, at nighttime, it finally starts to cool down a little bit, but the humidity is just so high. You get the thunder and lightning and everything else. It's crazy.
Yeah, it starts kicking it up when that temperature lowers.
Yep.
It's crazy. If I didn't catch everybody in chat, hello, everybody. Thanks for coming out. I appreciate it. This is still a brand new show. We're working out the kinks on it and trying to figure out really kind of how we're going to run this thing. It's really just going to be a chilled out vape show, just to hang out and chat with y'all and stuff like that. So I appreciate y'all coming out.
Definitely. Thank you, everyone. So, what are you vaping on there tonight, Jake?
Well, I've been really stuck in the same stuff I've been vaping on it because they've just been so good. But um, vaping on my what is this? The iStick 200 with the Velocity tobacco clone. I have a Pinup Betty in it right now. Still vaping on the RX 200 with the Avocado 24. This has what does it have in this? Shit, I can't remember. I can't remember off the top of my head what that one is. But the Cooper Plus 200 watt with the Weirdo tank. This has my last little bit of the Strawberry Crispy Treat by Ethos. It's all
Isn't
gone
that
now.
stuff killer?
Yeah, I'm sad. That was the last bit I had. And then the Heracles Pro and the Sigeli 213. And I have, what do I got in this one? This one is the, goodness, we just got it into review. It's the Moo e-liquid.
Oh, the Neapolitan one there.
Yeah, the Neapolitan.
That one right there. Hello, before I get too far, hello, Carlos and B-Man. What's going on? I like that e-liquid, the Neapolitan, but I noticed when I first got it, really couldn't get the chocolate and the vanilla and the strawberry to mix.
Right.
I mean, you couldn't pick out the one. They kind of actually had a kind of a flat taste.
Right.
But after a week and a half, those flavors is actually starting to pop.
Yeah, I've been noticing that a lot too. It's weird. Like when I let it sit overnight, I usually run it in my Avocado 24. And when I let it sit overnight, like the first hit, man, like you can get every flavor nuance. It was like crazy.
Yep.
I let my brother try it, and he was like, "Holy crap, that tastes just like Neapolitan ice cream." And it's good stuff. It needed to sit for a good week, and it's really started to shine.
And how do you like that avocado? I've never picked one up. I've been thinking about going to get one. Is it comparable to the what the one I'm thinking of there, the Limitless one? Isn't that kind of similar to that?
Yeah, it is. The avocado, in my opinion, is better on flavor than the
Yep.
Limitless Plus that I have. The only issue is the way you have to put the cotton in the deck. Like there's no door or anything like that to get the cotton in, so you have to push it through the little cotton holes in the deck.
Yep.
Which makes it kind of a pain in the butt. Where like with the Limitless, you can take it all apart and put your cotton in, and then put the glass and everything over it.
Yeah, but doesn't the avocado have that like little ring that unscrews right at the bottom of the thing there, so you can put your cotton down through, and then you put your ring back over, and it kind of actually holds that cotton into place. Isn't that the one I'm thinking of, or no?
The Limitless does that.
Okay, it's the Limitless. Okay.
This one, the only way to take it apart to get the glass off of it where you can mess with the cotton is actually you have to take the center pin out of it and take it completely apart. But when you do that, it takes the the positive post out, so any of your bills in there, go flinging across the room. That's what makes it difficult. But after you wick the avocado, man, like the cotton doesn't burn up. It stays fully saturated. I've had this same cotton in here for almost a week and a half with no issue, man. The flavor's still amazing on it.
Hang on, I got to try to steal a kiss from my wife here real quick, so hang on 1 second.
I hear that.
She's got to go off to work.
Get you a kiss in.
Give me a call later if you get a chance. All right, love you.
What's going on, B-Man Vape? Just seen you were in there.
Yeah, is that the 22 mil that you of your avocado, or is it the 24?
It's the 24.
Okay, so that's actually the better one. And no, Sasha, I haven't tried the coil butter. I did try coil glaze, but not coil butter. They had the coil glaze at the convention over the weekend.
I noticed that some people, when they build on the 24, since you have to kind of push the cotton through the wicking holes, I've noticed a lot of people just barely put it in the holes and then just when they want to resaturate it, they just flip it upside down. But I just didn't want to run it like that. I wanted to run it exactly the way it was meant to be ran, with the wicks going about halfway into the tank.
Yep.
And what I do is when I'm wicking it, I take because usually you have a piece of canthal or nichrome or whatever, that you cut off when you put your coils in. So I just save that little piece, and then when I'm pushing the cotton in, I use that little bit of wire, and it pushes it in there perfectly. So
Yep.
makes it a lot easier doing it that way.
And what I found even on my Limitless is that when you're taking your ends, instead of just cutting them straight down and having them droop down, actually after you cut it onto an angle, so if you're coming straight down and clipping it this way, kind of clip it onto a downward angle this way here, so you have actually a longer lead that'll feed down into the juice more, but yet you'll be coming up through, and it'll help pull up a lot easier, especially after you brush through your cotton. Right. It'll actually feed through, and it'll actually help accelerate the feeding of your juice, so you don't, instead of just having a square flat going in there, because it still has a tendency when you're going through those little tiny holes. I notice even onto that on the Limitless, I don't have it up here, that if you just go very straight through with the straight one, it can actually choke itself off. But if you actually cut it onto a little bit of an angle, so it's actually just kind of, almost a teardrop shape going into the juice on each end, it helps wicking onto it a lot easier also.
Yeah, that's one thing I did pick up. I forgot to say about that was cutting it on that angle. It's a really good idea. It helps out a lot with wicking for sure. I enjoy it. I really enjoy the Avocado 24. I think the 22 probably would have been a little bit more of a hassle because the holes probably would have been a little bit smaller.
Yep.
But the 24 seems to be good. I hate that they don't have a. I think if they would have had a little bit more time to design a Avocado 24 version 2, that they probably would have fixed an issue with, or at least been able to put that ring like you were talking about, to pull the glass off and actually get your cotton where you want it and place it where you want it.
Yep.
You're kind of stuck to kind of where it falls when you're pushing it down in there. You can move it around a little bit, but it still works out. I've never had not one dry hit off of it, and I run it at this one's at 70 watts. It's a 0.3 ohm build, and I haven't had any issues. I've been doing good, B-Man. I just been hanging out and working a little bit, worked on my truck a little bit. My boys helped me today. I bought a Power Stroke diesel. Me and my dad went in and got some. We got them running, but they had, they were construction trucks, so they had like a toolbox on the back, and they had a gas tank where they would take it on sites to refill their Bobcats and stuff. So
yep.
I ended up having to unbolt the toolbox and move it out, and then slide the gas tank out, and then spray the back of the truck out and sweep it out where it had dirt and stuff all in it. We got it all cleaned up. It turned out to be a pretty good truck.
Nice. And hello, Angelica. At least with that portable tank like that for the gas tank, even if you don't use it, you could sell that on eBay or Craigslist, man.
Yeah, I'm gonna clean it up. It's still a good tank. It still has the pump and everything on it. So
nice.
I'm gonna clean it up, and probably gonna repaint the pump red and try to sell it on Craigslist, because you can get. I know just for the tanks itself, that diamond plate tank, you can get a few hundred, probably $400 or $500 just for the tank, and then probably another 500 or so for the actual pump and everything. Yep. So.
Angelica wanted to know if you had a picture of it.
I don't right now. I can get one. I can take a picture of it. It's outside. It's dark right now, so.
And you being down in Alabama, I'm surprised you don't fill it up with something like with some moonshine, and then you got that little handle you can just crank that right up, huh?
It would work. It would work. You just have to go and take it now. Since it had diesel in it, you have to take it to like a radiator shop and let them acid bath.
Yep.
Put it in there to clean it. But it would work. I mean, honestly, all you got to do, it has everything you need. It has the controller and everything, so you just have to wire it into some power, and the pump works.
Yep.
It looks just like a little gas, like when you're going to get gas from a regular shop. It has one of those hose ends on it.
Nice.
I think we end up got we have. I think we got two of them in the deal. We bought four trucks together. We got three of them running so far.
Nice. And y'all got the Power Stroke into them?
Yeah, it's got the 6 liter Power Strokes. We bought
Nice.
four of them. We got them for 5,000 for all four because none of them ran, and we got about $1,000 in three of them getting them run. So really, we only got 6,000 in four trucks right now.
Yep. Nice. So you guys are liking that BX Vapor, huh? I got some. I got actually a few bottles over there also. I got I think it's called the Mom's Milk and the Dad's Milk, and then the Hortadas or Hortatatas. Tatas.
I hadn't tried that stuff.
Yeah, I ended up got that from Frank when he was. Well, I mean, I still talk to Frank. Frank and me have always been friends way before any of it, and you know, me and Frank will probably still be friends long after all this is long gone. You know what I mean? It's just me and Frank have always never had an issue, and we don't talk about anything that happens, and I'm not gonna either. But you know, I'm just saying it's just because that's not necessary. But like I said, I got some juice that I got from him over there from BX Vapor. It's pretty good stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, I got to go over there and check it out. Frank's a good dude.
Oh, hell yeah.
He's a good dude for sure. I talked to him, and you know, good
Yeah,
guy.
Dad's Milk and the Horchata Tatas. I like that name. I like the picture onto it too. You see the Tatas.
Yeah. I know he mentioned he wanted you to try to come on one of his live streams one day. You should go there and jump in on one of those.
Oh, definitely. I will. Like I told him, I said my work schedule for the next few weeks is either I'm going to be working during the day, or I might get a call that I have to go in mid-afternoon. It's just wherever they need me to fill in because it's vacation time for a lot of people. A lot of people are taking their vacation, so I'm kind of like being their little bitch boy and just filling in wherever they need me to go.
I hear that. Do
Yeah,
what
it's
you gotta
just-
do. Gotta make that money.
That's it. You know, I'm just that damn good. So I can just go and just do people's job whether I know it or not.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I originally had done that also, Angelica. I forgot to ask for the older ones also, so I ended up with the white ones also.
Oh, holy moly. Have you seen that picture on Safada's website of where they're going to have this, whatever it is, that little meetup thing they're doing?
That's a very high dollar area, looks like.
It looks amazing, man. Like that building is sick.
Yeah, it is.
That's amazing. The water looks beautiful. I gotta get back down to the fucking ocean, man. I want to go. I need to just pack up the family and go down to Florida or something.
Yep. The wife just went down to Myrtle Beach. She was down there for 12 days or 10 days. Yeah, 10 days down there.
I had a buddy that wanted me to drive up and go vacation with him at Myrtle Beach. I have never seen it. I heard it was an awesome place to vacation, though.
Amazing. Also, SC is right. He lives right in Myrtle Beach. SC Vape.
Oh, really?
Yep. Daniel,
That's
he
awesome.
does. He lives right there.
How is SC doing, man? I haven't heard from him or seen him anywhere.
He's popped up a couple of videos, but he's during the summer because it is that he does live in Myrtle Beach. Summertime is very, very busy with the work he does. I'm not sure exactly what he does, but he take care, Sasha. Thank you for coming in. Yeah, definitely, Angelica. That $30 prize code is very, very good over there. It's good juice, that's for sure. But I know he had told me what he does for work, but I want to say it's security. I'm not. Don't hold me to it, but I want to say he does something to do with that.
Wow. Yeah, we need to get him and see what he's up to. And I miss seeing old SC on the shows.
Oh yeah, he said he will be back on, but it's just right now being summertime. It's just he doesn't have time between, just like you with the younger kids and the house and everything,
Yeah,
and
just got
then
so
work.
much
He
going
just doesn't
on.
have the time to get on there.
Yeah. Come on down to West Palm Beach. Yeah, man, that'd be awesome to come down to West Palm Beach for sure. I actually, where did I go? I can't remember. I might have went and picked up my Lexus from West Palm Beach a couple of years ago.
Nice.
It's a nice place.
Yeah, my grandmother had a place in Fort Lauderdale, and then I had an aunt that had a place in Bradenton, and we also used to go into yeah, I can't think of it now, but my youngest son just moved down to Florida.
Really?
Yeah, he's up when he was up here, he was the district manager for Dunkin' Donuts, and the company that he actually gets his paycheck from through Dunkin' Donuts is building 8 more stores down in Florida, and that's exactly what he's going to be doing down there. He's going to be the district manager down there and go from store to store to store to make sure everything's all what it is. You know, make sure everybody's doing their numbers the right way. That's pretty much what he does. He just goes store to store to store to store, and
That's
yeah, Fort
awesome.
Lauderdale definitely is a party town. That's for sure.
Uh, well, matter of fact, right now, Angelica, I'm just vaping on this weirdo tank with a Cooper Plus. What I'm about to vape on. What are you vaping on, Miss Angelica?
I'm gonna take a wild guess, and I bet you she's using a Free Mats Star Pure tank.
Yeah, I know. I was gonna pick up one of those things. I heard they were awesome.
I really enjoy mine. The ceramic into it. They said, you know, you'll get 60 to 80 tanks out of it. I'm up over 80 tanks, and the very same coil, and I'm running that shit at 65 watts, and no problem whatsoever with it. The flavor's still right there.
Are you dry burning them at all when you change flavors, or are you just going from one to
Nope,
the other?
just going right from one flavor right to the other.
But see, I made a mistake. I got one of the Sarah Vape
Yep.
tanks, and you know they said in the manual like dry burn it for like 3 seconds, and you could change your flavors and stuff. And I did exactly that, and now it tastes burnt to a crisp, and
And
I
that's
can't
just
think
it.
of
I don't like the dry burn. I don't like the dry burn just for that reason.
Yeah, it's like I still got to do a review on it. I have one more coil for it that came with it, but I didn't really like it that much. Ceramics just a lot of ceramics just don't do it for me. But everybody's been talking so highly about that Star tank, so I might have to get it and try it.
Yeah, it's definitely a cleaner flavor. Even like the upper, I wish I had it over here. I don't. But if you had seen the video where you would, we'll use this as let's just say that's the bottom of your coil that you would screw into the base. And this upper part here is solid porcelain all the way through. And then you got your liner of cotton, and then then you got your stainless steel coil inside of it. But it's such a clean flavor.
Wow, sounds good for sure.
Yeah, Angelica, see, she's been vaping a lot of her dessert flavors in her Star tank.
What was another topic we were going to talk about tonight?
You had mentioned something else at the beginning there. We talked about that we were going to mention about with Zach.
Yeah, that's right.
Anybody, if you know who Vaping Moderation is, unfortunately, he is had some bad weather and he lost his house. And I don't have the link here in front of me, but if you guys go over and just, I know it's been all over Facebook. Let me see if I can find the link for it, and then we could put it up into there. I have not tried the Crixus ceramic coils. Have you, Heck?
I haven't either. Like I said, I don't do a whole lot with ceramic stuff. Like I don't purchase it. Like I said, I've had a couple of company send me ceramic tanks. Ceramic was always a different thing with me. I've never gotten a good vape off ceramic. I don't know why. It always seemed like I could taste this, like I could taste the ceramic. I don't know. It was weird. But no, I haven't tried it. I'm really interested in trying that the new Star tank though.
I vape, I vote, I merged. This is a little thing that came in with this juice that I got in from that I picked up. Like I was saying, this is that one with.
Oh, that's cool.
Sorry, it was just Taylor from Smollant. Let me get that out of the way. But that one right there is the one that Rip Trippers and Flawless had did a collab on. I got the review coming up onto that. That's that one with the pistachio and the vanilla. And it's got cookies, like the Oreo cookies into it. That's what that other flavor is. When I first told you, I thought it was strawberry. It's not. The bottle is actually red, but the juice is clear as.
Huh.
It's clear as clear.
That sounds like a good flavor though.
The pistachio, it was very, very unique. Like I said, I picked this up when I was at there. I donated money to go towards I think it was Safada that they're doing this for, but I don't quote me onto it. I'll have all that information. But you know who Vape Stars Jonathan Thomas is? You remember the video that he did with Rip Trippers where he went right to his house?
Yeah.
Okay, well, he was at the casino, Jonathan was, and we were talking, and that's where I ended up getting this from here.
That's cool. Yeah, it looks, Bob I let him put a link in
Okay,
there.
yeah, I see you put a wrench onto him for doing that. Thank you, Bob. I appreciate that.
Yeah. Yeah, so if y'all haven't seen it, y'all check out Bob's link that he put down for vaping moderation. He goes into detail of what happened, and he also has his GoFundMe link. So if anybody decides they want to help him out a little bit.
Yeah, that's for sure. Thank you, Angelica. That was very, very big-hearted of you. That is just totally awesome. Still says we got 4 watching. We got 9 likes for only 4 watching.
Yeah, they've been coming and going. It's like I said, with Project Fox show running.
Yeah, and that's what I'm trying to find out if they're actually up and running right now. I don't see him running. But I could be wrong. I'm just checking it on my phone now.
Yeah, we
Okay, yeah, they got it with Leafa Vapes. Is doing the running it through broadcasting through them. And they don't have a lot of people either watching. They got 33 watching over there.
Yeah, people still getting used to me running a show on Tuesdays. I'm just gonna start putting a lot in my videos coming up and stuff where people know.
Definitely for sure. And there was something I wanted to mention, and now I had this brain fart. I hate when I do that. It's just sign of old age, I guess.
It happens to me all the time.
And you're not even old yet.
That's true. I don't know. Maybe it's something else. You didn't get an alert for what, Angelica? The Project Fogs or this show?
No, I didn't see it either until I went back in. Then I seen it pop up.
So, does anybody in chat have any new stuff coming in that they are excited about? I know with the after it being August 8th, they're not going to have a whole lot of new stuff coming out, but I'm sure some people got some new stuff coming in.
Yeah, and that's I know that's why Taylor's talking to me because
what are they going to do?
Well, that's just it, and I'm they're still going to be going through. I mean, it's still going to end up going through probably like a Gear Best or And they're still going to be able to they're still going to be selling till at least the end of the year.
Yeah.
But they're just really concerned right now with where before they were sending out product to people for review, they can't do it now because of the FDA. And like I was explaining to them, is that there is a little get around onto that by having the people that do the reviews just pay like $5-10 or whatever. So
Right.
it shows that we are actually purchasing something. We're not just giving them free advertisement.
Right.
I mean, you just got to give them, and then so the reviewer is still basically paying something for it. So there's a trail, and that's really what it comes down to. And that's like, even we were talking, even at the convention, there's just things that they have to do. And because the FDA really doesn't know what's really going on either. And I know, and I can understand them by stopping a lot of people of getting the free products. That's going to hurt a lot of people because there's a lot of people that can't go out and afford to buy the products to do it. Even though I had a lot of products that were sent to me, I still bought a lot of my products.
Right. Me too. Which that's one good thing. Hey, I'm more than willing to do that as well. I know a lot of other reviewers are more than willing to do as well. So Taylor, if you're watching, I'll pay some cash for that new mod. That new mod looks sweet, man. I would love
really
to get my
does.
hands on it to review it. It looks awesome. Smoke puts out great products, man. That's why I like supporting their company, and I post their flyers and stuff like that around because I just they're a good company. Taylor's always been good to this channel and to a lot of other reviewers that I know. So
Yep.
It's awesome to see what they're coming out with, and it's good stuff coming from them. I've seen the Pharaoh. I haven't put my hands on it, but I heard good things about it. Isn't that the RDA tank thing that Rip Chippers came out with what they call Digi Flavor or something?
Is the one.
You broke up a little bit.
Yeah, I'm watching here, and that's because we got that thunder and lightning going on.
Yeah,
we got a lot of electricity in the air.
Oh yeah, the deck on the Pharaoh is pretty unique. I'm pretty sure Grim Green was vaping on it in his last vlog with Ruby that he did. Yeah, they got it out right before the deadline.
Yeah, there was a lot of stuff that really hit before the deadline, man.
I know Kanger put out so much stuff in this past 2 weeks. It's insane. But it's going to be interesting to see how the rest of the year goes because I have a feeling that it's not over yet. They're going to be introducing new guidelines and stuff like that slowly. I think they're going to be leaking them out.
And actually, I was talking with Nikki and a couple of other ones. Some of these companies that were making vaping devices, there's a few of them out there that are over in China that have said, we're done. We're going to go back to doing our other electronics that are doing. And my one contact that used to work for Freemax, she works for an electronic company now that does watches and whatnot.
Yeah.
And a bunch of, some others, like smart watches, smartphones, some of that kind of stuff that they do, the digital things when you're running, all that kind of stuff. And she asked me if I would be interested into it, and I said yeah. So I'm waiting to hear back from her supervisor, what they call their supervisor or their manager, and
right.
And so I said yeah, I'd be interested into it. Why not? Why not shift gears if I have to shift gears? Because I don't want to stop doing reviews. I love doing reviews, and I love sharing my thoughts with people. And some of those devices that if I can get into it, doing electronic devices. Hell yeah.
Yeah, that's awesome. I mean, I think Adkin's going to be going that route. because I have a couple of contacts over there, or they used to be contacts either way, but that they've been posting a lot of pictures and videos of them with like battery powered skateboards and stuff like that, and they're pushing electronics.
Yep. And a lot of them, like I said, that's what they were doing before they started getting into the game of the vaporizers. And a lot of them are just going to go right back to doing what they were doing. They're going to just basically close that part of the factory down because they don't know what's going to go on. And hopefully it's only just a small time. I'm hoping by, when October 19th, it sheds, some new light onto what we can and what we can't do. And I hope it opens up the doors for us to be able to continue to do what we're doing.
Right.
Because like I said, I have no problem on purchasing products. I would just love products. But you know what? I've got products over here that, they're probably 6 months old. But they're still going to be viable products for people. I mean, I got a, I don't know, Cloudpore GT, which is the 80 watt. I got a, just trying to see over what I got over in my corner over there. I got some other devices. I got another Sigali 150, which I actually, and this will be my second one. I never reviewed the first one. I got, who makes the aromizer? I'm having a brain fart.
Steam Crave.
Yeah, Steam Crave. I got their squonker box over there. I don't know. I got, like I said, I got a bunch of different devices and tanks and atomizers that stuff that, I picked up along the way and I use them, but I never actually reviewed them. But I figure if I run out of things to review, I got quite a stockpile of stuff that still might not be relevant to the newer products, but they're still going to be relevant to people that are still coming in. And that's what we really have to focus on. Even though our hands are kind of tied with getting the new products, we still got to be able to convince people that vaping is still a better alternative than smoking. So we still got to be able to do that. Hey, there's Frank.
Frank in the house.
What's going on, bud?
Yeah, we'll have to. I got a few things. I'm pretty new to this, so I haven't really built up a stockpile of stuff, but there's still a few things I could do, to maybe work on some tutorials, keep doing this live show thing, because, I'm still figuring out the format on how this live show is going to go, but, I think it would be fun to add some cool stuff to the live show,
Yep. It sure is. And exactly, Frank. We just have to really change our whole format as reviewers also of how we're going to do the reviews as well. And, and you're right. I mean, we're being forced to purchase the products for review, but I don't see that where that's a problem. I mean, I think it's going to bring a lot more people that are really want to do the reviews. It's going to bring more honesty out of them because they're taking a little something out of their own pocket for it as well. I'm not saying that a lot of people gave good and decent reviews because they got the product for free. When I first started, I probably was guilty, but I'm talking 3 years ago when I was still doing cigalikes. That might have been that might have been the case, and when I first got in, I might have given some, but as I grew in and I started saying, I want to do this, I started purchasing my own products, and things just were totally different. But yeah, building tutorials, DIY, and those are all good things for people to be looking at, especially someone that's new coming in. These are things that they're gonna need to do, and like even Rochelle did one the other day with the tanks and the coils, even basic stuff like that, and how to change a coil. That's going to be an ideal thing. I was thinking about doing one with a bunch of different coils and showing them just people that are not sure. Here's a bunch of different coils. Here's a bunch of different tanks. This is how you can change them. This one's a top fill. This one's not. But at least they can have a reference point to go back to. And that's why, like I said, even with the stuff I picked up from Adore, the concentrates, I wanted to do a little video onto that of how to, where you would buy this right here, and then they telling you to use like 17%, and then, you know, add your nicotine and add your PG and VG if you want any PG into it. And this is just the flavorings. It's the concentrate. So basically, you could just take this 30 milliliter bottle, dump it into a 150, put your nicotine in, put your VG in, and you're ready to rock onto that. But I mean, do a little video of it so it gets more people involved too, of learning that the easiest way to get into DIY is go and grabbing some concentrates. It's going to be able to get you your flavor. You're going to be able to save a lot of money because Adora, for this 30 milliliter bottle, $16.95. Like I said, it's going to make approximately almost 150 mils.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got to get
King Cavoli.
I got to get in that DIY stuff.
Absolutely. Just the way over there, you get recipes from ELR. Hey, Jax.
What's going on, Jax? I think.
Yes, I am an Adora whore now. I have to admit that I am an Adora whore.
Carlos had a question. Wants a nice squonk box. Any recommendations on something under $150 with RDA included? That might be more up your alley on that one. I haven't
For a squonk box?
Yeah.
That one that I got from Steam Crave is, I think it's right around $80, and it does have their RDA that comes with it with the. Hang on, let me go grab it.
Yeah, I don't have much experience with squonk boxes, Carlos, so that would be the dude to talk to for sure on that one. I like the idea of a squonk box, though. Tommy's got about anything you can possibly need.
Probably.
He can show you whatever. I've been thinking about.
That's only because I've been in this game for a little while. But here's the squonk box from Steam Crave, and I'm pretty sure it's like $85. And looks just like a regular mod. I mean, if you look at the front, it kind of looks like a what is that one from iJoy or whatever? But you got your fire, you got your here. This is also temperature control, but you slide over your back here. There's your bottle. You'd fill this right up here, and then you've got your tube that comes right up through your 510. And I don't have any batteries over here, but I believe this is an 80-watt device.
Nice. Does it have a window to squonk it through the door, or do you have to take the door off?
No, right there.
Okay, through the side. Okay, awesome.
So you can be holding that. And then they have their RDA that comes with it here.
Okay, so it has their own RDA.
The Aromomizer V RDA version 2. And it's got your little squonk hole right in the middle of your center post there.
And that's a good RDA too.
Oh, hell yeah. I like this RDA because you can take this RDA and it's got a couple of different features that comes with it, other than me just throwing it around here like it's a piece of shit. But you have, it's got, you can make it for if you just want it for blowing clouds, you could take out the center, the whole center piece there, the one that would have your chimney onto it, that has the whole spiral effect. That just pops right in. You get it down in there, and you can just screw it into place like that, and then that stays in there. And then, like I said, if you want to replace it and put in this one, it's going to be to help it give you more cloud production. It's going to give it that convex into the inside, but it's got all these different accessories that go with the VRD, the V2 on the RDA that you can actually, like I said, you could take it apart and you could make it a flavor. You can make it a cloud chaser. It's really, really a very cool. And like I said, and it tells you that it comes with the squonk pin right into it. That's what it says right there. If my camera would pick it up there.
That's awesome. I didn't know they had a kit like that for like if it's like $80 or $85,
Yeah, it was
that's an
like
awesome
85
deal.
bucks.
Because I mean, Steam Crave stuff is quality products.
I enjoy Steam Crave so much. I truly do. They've always I've always had good luck with all their products. That was the way I got it. Yes, with the RDA that came with it. If you go over to Steam Crave, I believe it's right on their website.
You haven't reviewed it yet?
No, it's been sitting in the box here a couple months.
I hear that.
I'm terrible sometimes.
That might be a good one to review.
Yeah, it's going to come up for review. Like I said, I got that one, and I don't know, there's probably 4 or 5 different devices over that are still in the box that I've never even opened up yet. I mean, and like I said, the E-cig 150. I got the Cloudcore GT. Actually, I have 2 of those. I have one that I use still. I keep that one for work, and I don't care because I picked that one up for, I think I paid like 24 bucks for it, for that over at healthcabin.net. And so I ended up picking up 2 of them, and they're great for work because if I drop it and it breaks, you know what? It's 25 bucks. But
Yeah.
it's been solid. I mean, I use it daily. It goes in my work bag every day.
I hear that.
The model name onto that is the Squonk Mod.
Squonk Mod. That's pretty easy for you to remember.
Yep. No dripping, no dry hits, because it is temperature control as well.
Yeah, you can put you a nice stainless steel build in there, put it in temp control mode, squonk
That's
away.
what's in there right now is a stainless steel build. This is a 60 watt. I said 80, but it is a 60 watt.
60 watt.
But it does, like I said, it does have your power and temperature control. You take a look at here, and then you also get an extra, they send you an extra bottle and battery kit with it, so if you needed it. And I have another package where they had actually sent me some O-rings also, just in case for the Squonk bottle started leaking, but I haven't had any issues with it. It only comes in the gunmetal like you'd seen there.
Well, Carlos, remember one thing too is even though it is a 60 watt device, don't let that mess you up a little bit, because if you build in temperature control, the temperature control is going to make up for a lot of power that's missing. And also, I mean, a 0.3 build on a Squonk box at 60 watts would be a really nice vape.
And you got to remember also, with it being a temperature control is not just temperature control. It actually gives you burn control, so you don't burn your cotton, which is very, very key. It's going to shut off so you don't burn your cotton, because once you scorch your cotton, you don't get rid of that taste unless you're replacing that cotton. And yes, it does have a USB port as well onto it.
Is it take a single 18650 or dual?
It's a single 18650. So the battery life isn't all that great, but from when I was using it, I haven't had any issues with it. I mean, and it's so simple to swap out the battery into it. I mean, you just sit there and you're holding it like that. You're ready to pop out your battery. You're ready to go again.
Right. It looks like a nice device for sure.
Yeah, and it's not heavy. It's, it's kind of big for the hand. If you have small hands, you might not be a fan of it. But when you compare it to, say, a little bit wider than my Solo, about the same height. But if you were to compare it to, say, the Cuboid, I mean, the Cuboid is a hell of a lot smaller. It's going to be the same height onto it, but you can see how much wider it is from the Cuboid to that one. You could see you almost got a full fingertip onto it.
Right.
Just the tip. Just the tip. You realize we've been going at this almost an hour already?
Wow. Damn,
I just looked down. I went, no way.
that's crazy. That is crazy.
It does it. It just flies by so fast.
Yeah, but for future reference, everybody that's left in chat, this show is going to be. I guess we kind of figured out Tuesday is a pretty good day to run it on. At either 8 or 9 Eastern, somewhere around there. It's pretty good. So y'all just be looking out for it. Stop in with us.
I would like to keep it around 8 o'clock, so we're not intruding on Project 5.
Exactly. Yeah. It will most likely be at 8 o'clock, but you never know. Like if I run late or if you run late working or something, we might have to move it back an hour or so. But
It's
about
only
8
for
o'clock.
charge. Sorry about that. I was answering Carlos. It's only for charge. It's not for an upgrade. Yeah, just the tip, baby. Just the tip.
You said, Carlos, you said you vape around 48 watts normally. So, I mean, you have some wiggle room with that mod as well because it goes up to 60. So,
exactly.
If you're vaping around that amount anyway, then you got a little wiggle room there. So, it might be a good one for you.
Definitely, it would be worth go check it out.
And I know Kanger has some drip boxes and stuff too. I don't know how good of quality they are. Kanger can be hit or miss with their quality control on certain things. I wouldn't. Their drip boxes are, I think, relatively pretty cheap. So, just keep in mind if you look at something like that, just keep in mind it's gonna look cheap. The buttons are gonna look cheap. I seen someone comment on a video today on Grim Green's video of a mod, and the mod costs, like $70, and which is relatively cheap. And they're talking about how the buttons look cheap, and it's like, what do you expect when you're not paying for a DNA 200 or something? It's gonna look cheaper.
You had asked me that, I believe, last night, and I still, like I said, I got 3 different Nemesis, and my brass one is my favorite. That's the one when I want to just sit and chill. I got probably gotta have at least 25 different types of mechanical mods, but my brass Nemesis, the one that I had actually gone through and when I replaced all the magnets, I replaced everything onto it, the switch, all the contacts. That was my favorite. That's the one I grab each and every time. It never fails me. It's solid. It hits like a freight train.
Yeah. Jax, yeah, you can get a DNA like 75 or something like that for under 100.
Oh, hell yeah.
I haven't seen many DNA 200 chips that are under $100. Most of the DNA 200 boards in anything that I've seen are 120 plus. But you might have a better place that you find them, and if you do, you need to send me a link. Because I need to get if I can get my hands on a DNA 200 for under $100, I'm jumping on it.
I want to say Vaping cheap. I think I seen, but it might have been the DNA 75 onto it. Yeah. Carlos, a lot of the Kangers, a lot of people saying that their paint has been chipping onto it. Then again, no, I got a couple of cool fires, the ones that came in black and blue and all those, just from working, sitting in my pocket, transferring it from my pocket and everything, almost completely stripped all the painting right off in those.
Nice. That's awesome, Jax. I'll have to go check out E-cig.com.
Yeah,
I was interested in the DNA 133. That's be something I'd be pretty interested in.
I tell you what, this custard delice, real good stuff from Medora. Real good stuff. I got reviews coming up on all this juice that I've been hitting on tonight anyways, but it's very, very flavorful.
Hell yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, I'd be ready to see those reviews for sure.
Like I said, I kind of even though I was going through a lot of different reviews, it was just a lot of stuff that I purchased and whatnot that I knew things were going to slow down. And I figured, you know what? I'm going to have a little stockpile so I can continue. And hopefully, by the time I start reaching to the end, we'll have an answer on what we're doing. Yeah, check out GearBest too. Hey, a rose for me. Still says we got 9 watching, but we got 13 likes.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
That's awesome. We got to start somewhere.
That's right.
But we're to that time of the night. I've told myself we're going to not run this show over an hour. I got to get my kids in bed and stuff like that too. I figured an hour is a good time to run a show. Not run it too long. Not you don't want to try to keep someone forever.
Exactly, and I'm kind of beat also. I had a real rough day today. Yeah, eFun is another place. A few people that I know have purchased through them. Actually, I got my, where is it? I got one of them. I got something from them a couple months back. I know it was a mod that I had gotten from them. Thank you, Cobra Fire. All right, well, if you want, let's get out of here. Everybody knows who we are anyways. I'm Tommy Vaperz, and you are Jake from State Farm.
Yep. And you're already on my channel, so if you haven't hit that subscribe button. But thanks, y'all, everybody, for coming out tonight. We had a good time. It was fun. We're going to do this every week on Tuesdays at 8 o'clock. So be just checking in throughout the week. I'll usually post a little preview thing that shows you when it's going to start. And, we're still figuring out ways to get around giveaways. I'm going to be trying to do a giveaway on the next coming up show. I just got to figure out a way around it. We're probably going to give them as gifts to friends. So we'll figure that out when we get there. So, but yeah, everybody, thanks for coming out. Tommy, you got anything else you want to say?
No, I want to just reiterate, thank you everyone for coming out, and if everybody could just go over, and if you don't know who Vape Moderation is, go over and look them up on Facebook, go over and look for him on YouTube. But he just lost his house due to what happened down in Louisiana, isn't it?
Yep.
And if everybody just send some positive vibes and some prayers. If you can't do any more, I know he has a GoFundMe over there. I know someone had started that over on Facebook. If you can, just like I said, even if you can't give any monetary, go over and give them some support and send some prayers his way, because they could really use it. That's a rough thing for any family to have to go through.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Well, on that note, guys, y'all have a good night. We're out of here.
Take care, guys. Peace.
See you.